Everybody's doing great. I don't know. Everybody's doing great.
How long was driving? How long was driving?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, folks, we have just about another minute. Hey, folks, we have just about another minute. Order. Mayor Pro
Yeah, I think we need to get started.
don't give me the gavel, okay? Welcome everybody tonight. I didn't mean to hit that so hard there. But thank you for coming tonight, and we're going to start by having our prayer and then the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everybody would bow your head, and if you've got a hat on, remove your hat. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together tonight in your city, your state, and your country,
Don't give
and
me
your
the
world.
gavel, okay?
Thank you, and give us your wisdom and your knowledge
welcome
and your
everybody
peace and
tonight.
everything we
Hit that so
consider
hard
tonight.
there.
Let us act in your
thank you for coming
stead
tonight,
and
and
do
we're going to
your
start
will
by
and go
having
about
our
our
prayer
daily
and the
lives.
Pledge of Allegiance.
In your name we
So if
pray.
everybody would bow your head.
Amen.
And if you've got a hat on, remove your hat.
Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us all together tonight in your city, in your state, in your country, and your world. Thank you to give us your wisdom and your knowledge and your peace in everything we consider tonight. Let us act in your stead and do your will as we go about our daily lives. In your name we pray. We're going to start tonight with the public comment. Nobody's signed up on the public comment. Does anybody have anything they would like to say or mention? Okay. Not seeing anybody want to comment, we're going to go to the adoption of agenda consent items. And does anybody have any discussion about those items that are
public comment?
adopted?
Nobody's signed up on the public comment.
I just see the.
Does anybody have anything they would like to say or mention?
24, TAC 11, and I think others.
Okay.
Comments are well.
Not seeing anybody wanting to comment, we're going to go to the adoption of agenda consent items. Okay.
Would we want to have that discussion now,
Does anybody have
or
any
do we want
discussion
to-
about those items that are for adoption? Okay. All right. So we can pick
I
that
just see
off the
the budget
agenda
ordinance
tonight.
on the amendment. number
and move that to a
24,
future agenda. Would we put that on the
TAC 11,
next
and
one,
I think
or
others interesting comments are well. Time for some discussion on that.
Okay.
Before we finalize. that.
All right, so do I have a motion to
Would
approve
we want to have that
the
discussion
minutes
now,
from the
or
previous-
do we
on
want to-
March 12th and March 14th? And the ordinance amendment is
Okay.
number
All right,
4,
so we'll
to Swansboro
take that off to
Bicentennial
the
Park
agenda
Boardwalk
tonight,
extension with public
and move that
VDOT
to a future
project,
agenda. Would we put
and
that on
the
the
tax
next
fund
one, or?
request, and also the audit contract with Gregory
Okay.
T. Redmond.
So
All right, so do I have
Do
a
I have a
motion to
second?
approve the minutes from the
Okay,
previous,
all in
of
favor?
March 12th,
Aye.
March 14th?
All
And the
opposed?
ordinance amendment is
Unanimous
number
vote,
4,
so
to
that
Swansboro
passes.
Bicentennial Park.
So now we're
Boardwalk
going to move
extension
to
with public
the
VDOT
recognition
project,
of
and the tax
several
fund request.
people in the
And also
community,
the
and so,
audit
and
contract
the
with
Swansboro
Gregory T.
Historical
Redmond.
Association. And
So moved.
first want to start by
Do I
saying
have
we're
a
very
second?
proud of everybody that is
all
getting
in
these
favor?
recognitions, and so we're going to start with the Swansboro
unanimous
Historical
vote,
Association.
so that passes.
If all of y'all
So now
like
we're
to
gonna
step
move
up,
to
you're welcome
the
to, or if you just want-
recognition
it's
of
never how you want to do it,
several
what you feel comfortable. People in the community, and so, and the Swansboro Historical Association. And first want to start by saying we're very proud of everybody that is getting these recognitions. And so we're going to start with the Swansboro Historical Association. So if all of y'all would like to step up, you're welcome to, or if you just want, it's ever how you want to do it, what you feel comfortable. To the individual. So you got to get.
Looking good.
We're going to get everybody involved. So Jeff's going to read the home store. And so thank you so much for that. And I know a lot of times your work goes unnoticed and unappreciated, but thank you again for everything you do.
Proclamation in appreciation of the successful historic homes tour facilitated by the Swansboro Historic Association.
The home store. And so thank you so much for that. And I know a lot of times your work goes unnoticed and unappreciated, but thank you again for everything you're doing.
Historical significance of Swansboro, North Carolina. And whereas the Swansboro Historic Association successfully organized a successful historic homes tour facilitated by the Swansboro Historic Association. Whereas 2024 Historic Homes Tour on Saturday, April 27th, preserving and promoting the rich heritage and offering the public a unique Swansboro, North Carolina appreciate. And whereas the Swansboro Treasure Association Swansboro successfully organized and whereas the four feature approximately 10 historic homes, allowing ticket holders a rare glimpse on Saturday and an understanding of the community's cultural legacy, offering the public a unique opportunity to explore and appreciate the architectural and historical treasure and dedication of the Swansboro Historic Association. And whereas volunteers support feature who work diligently to ensure success, allowing ticket holders whereas historic home tour and an understanding of the community's cultural legacy. also fosters and whereas community event historical awareness through the foundation for local heritage among residents and visitors alike. Members now their volunteers, supporters who proclaim diligently board commissions. Extend whereas gratitude and appreciation to Swansboro only Association for their exceptional commitment and successful community execution, historical 2024 initiations for local heritage. Their efforts have significantly contributed to the preservation now therefore be and the education aimed at generation. Board of Commissioners whereof extends its deepest gratitude here unto set my hand as College Association. The seal of their exceptional to be affixed in successful day execution of June 2024. Historic William Justice Mayor. Their efforts have significantly contributed to the preservation of our church and the education of future generations. The witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the town of Swansboro to be affixed the 25th day of June 2024. William Justice Mayor. Thank you.
They're gonna make it hard. Politicians get it hard.
Thank you, good job.
Make room, make room.
Put Bill out of the way there. No.
Thank you.
They're gonna make it hard.
Thank you for your time and talent.
Thank you, good job.
Thank you for your time and talent. Make room, make room. Thank you for your time and talent.
Put Bill out of the way there.
Thank you. You know, I mean to take that tour, your time and talent. I'm gonna bring some family. Thank you for your time and talent. Thank you. Thank you for your time and talent. Thank you for your time and talent.
Okay, so next we're going
You know,
to
I mean to
recognize
take that tour here.
the Teacher of the Year for
Bring some
Onslow
family.
County from Swansboro Middle School. And if
Thank
you'll
you.
step right up, please. And I'll let Jeff read the proclamation. It's Marissa, is it Bach or Bat? Bate. Okay, wrong all the way around. Okay, so next we're going to recognize the Teacher of the Year for Onslow County from Swansboro Middle School. And if you'll step right up, please.
Bate.
And I'll let
Onslow
Jeff
County
read
Teacher of the Year.
The proclamation.
Whereas
Marissa,
is committed to recognizing and celebrating
Bate.
exceptional
Okay, wrong all the way around.
dedicated
Thank you.
lives
Congratulations.
to the academic
So
and
Jeff,
personal growth of our students. Whereas proclamation, Marissa Bate. Marissa has been named the 2023-2024 Onslow County Teacher of the Year. And whereas reflects her outstanding dedication, recognizing and celebrating exceptional educators who dedicate. And whereas Marissa is an exemplary educator who teaches 7th grade language arts at Swansboro Middle School. Marissa inspiring young minds and fostering has been named the 2023-2024 Onslow County. She has demonstrated 9 years in commitment to her outstanding dedication, consistently showing innovation, compassion, and effect. Whereas Marissa is an exemplary educator who teaches 7th grade language arts at Swansboro Middle School. Inspired young minds includes attending Wright State University and the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. She has demonstrated 9 institutions that have contributed to her professional development, consistently showing innovation, compassion, and effectiveness in her educational approach. Whereas pedagogical school skills. Academic journey includes attending Wright State University and the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, institutions that contribute to her professional pursuit of personal growth. And Marissa will next complete at the regional level with the potential to advance to the state level for North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Marissa is highly motivated educator with proclaim that serving Board of Commissioners of Town of Swansboro recognizing mental health. Marissa pursuit of break on being named Marissa will next read 2024 at the Teacher of the Year. Her dedication to advance to the state level to mental health for North Carolina Teacher of the Year. Exemplifies therefore via educational excellence claim that Board of Commissioners of Town of Swansboro and witness and celebrates. I have Marissa hereunto set my hand on being named Colony 23, 2024 Teacher of the Year for dedication, innovation, 25th day, mental health, 2024, community service, Mayor Pro Tem. Exemplifies the highest standard of educational excellence to all. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand in
Well, thank you so
seal of
much
the
for
state
everything.
of
Congratulations.
Swamper to be affixed.
Would like to share.
This 25th day of June 2024, William Justice, Mayor Pro Tem.
No. All righty, so next we're going to bring up, well, same school, Swansboro Middle School. It's kind of amazing that both of y'all are at the same school, so you guys have a great school over there. So the Assistant Principal of the Year for Onslow County, if you'd please step up, please, and you'll jump and read the proclamation. All righty, so next we're going to bring up from the same school, Swansboro Middle School. It's kind of amazing that both of y'all are at the same school. You guys have a great school over there. So the Assistant Principal of the Year for Onslow County, if you'd please step up, please, and you'll read the proclamation.
Onslow is dedicated to recognizing and celebrating the outstanding contributions of its educational leaders. And whereas Gary Cassidy has demonstrated exceptional dedication and leadership in his role as Assistant Principal in Onslow County School of the Year, Swansboro Middle School. Whereas to his tireless is dedicated to Gary Cassidy celebrating the outstanding contributed to the educational advancement, educational leadership, personal growth, and overall. Whereas Gary Cassidy, students, staff demonstrated exceptional dedication and leadership. Whereas as an innovative approach in Onslow County Schools as Swansboro guidance and unwavering commitment. And whereas to his tireless hand, the esteemed Gary Cassidy has 2023 contributed to the educational advancement principal of the year. Growth and overall. And whereas his accolades, staff, and family, Gary Cassidy's professionalism, and whereas his positive impact innovative on the educational community. Whereas recognition of his achievements to honor not only to himself, the esteemed title also to the school, 2024 Community County Assistant Principal of the Year. Whereas the Board of Commissioners, whereas his accolades and celebrate exemplary contribution, Gary Cassidy, integrity to the field of education, educational legacy he continues to build. And whereas the recognition of his achievements, therefore, honor not only to himself, the board also to the schools of the town of Swansboro, community congratulates Gary Cassidy. Whereas on being named 2023-2024 Onslow County Assistant Principal of the Year, Gary Cassidy, and extend his deepest appreciation for his unwavering dedication continues to service to the students and community. Now, therefore, in witness thereof, I have the board to set my hand and cause the town of Swansboro, hereby congratulate to Gary Cassidy's 25th day of being named 2023-2024 Onslow County Assistant Principal of the Year, and extend his deepest appreciation for his unwavering dedication and service to the students and community.
Well, I
And
would
witness
like to
thereof, I
ask,
have
why
to set my hand and cause the seal
both of you guys
of the town of
are
Swansboro to be
and
affixed
assistant
25th
principal. Do
day
you
of
have
June
any
2024.
insight as to
William
why?
Justice, Mayor Pro Tem.
Our children, we care about the students at our school, so I think that's probably where that comes from. We just have
I
a
would
desire
like to
to
ask,
help our students.
Why Swansboro Middle?
Well, thank you.
Thank you again very much. And I'm a little bit, do you have any insight as to why? Would anybody like to make a comment
About our children,
Come on up.
we care about the
Good.
students at our
Come
school,
on.
so I think that's probably where
All
that
right,
comes
so
from.
we'll just move along.
We just have a desire to help our students. Well, thank you.
Thank you again very much. And I'm a little bit remiss, I forgot to ask you folks if you'd like to talk. Would anybody like to make a comment? Would you?
And
Come on
thank
up.
you all again
You
for your
good?
commitment.
Come on.
Coming from a family with an educator,
We'll just move
it
along
means a
to the
lot.
next
And
part
thank
of
you
the
so much,
meeting.
and the same to the Historical Association. Okay, so now we are going to move to the next spot on the agenda, which is the presentation by Ricky's Retreat. And thank you all again for your commitment.
And if you would just step up
a
and
family with an
state your
educator,
name and
it means a lot. And
your
thank you so
address
much,
and
the same
just
to
give
the
us your
Historical
presentation,
Association.
Okay, you want me to face you or turn
Okay,
this
so
around?
now we
feel
are
most
going to move
comfortable
to the
doing. It's
next
fine.
spot on the agenda, which is the presentation by Ricky's Retreat.
And I'm not that tall.
And if you would just step up and state your name and.
Good evening.
your address
Thank you for
and
asking me
just
to
give us
come
your
here
presentation,
tonight.
please.
My name is
Want me
Wendy
to face
Kidwell.
you or turn this around
I've
here?
been
Whatever you
for
feel most
20 years
comfortable doing,
now.
it's fine.
I am a North Carolina certified peer support
Got
specialist.
one of these on my baby.
I'm a wellness recovery action plan facilitator.
And I'm not that
tall. I'm a recovery resource
Need some help
advocate
with?
for Alcohol Drug Council of North Carolina.
Good evening.
And I'm
Thank
a
you for
person in
asking me
long-term
to come
recovery
here
of
tonight.
29 years. My name is Wendy Kidwell.
I'm also the founder
I've
of a
lived in
local
Swansboro
nonprofit,
for
Ricky's
20 years
Retreat,
now.
that was started just
I am
over
a
2
North
years ago
Carolina
now,
certified peer
just
support
after my
specialist.
oldest son died by
I'm a wellness
suicide at
recovery
22
action
years
plan
old.
facilitator who was
I'm a
born and
recovery
raised,
resource
well, he was born in
advocate
Alexander,
for Alcohol
Virginia,
Drug
but he lives
Council
here
of North Carolina,
his entire
and
life.
I'm a person
since
in
he was 4
long-term
years old.
recovery of 29 years.
As a nonprofit
I'm also the
organization,
founder of a local
our primary
nonprofit,
focus
Ricky's Retreat,
is on mental health
that
and
was
well-being.
started just over 2 years ago
Recognizing
now,
the critical need
just
for
after my
accessible and
oldest son died by
empathetic support
suicide at
services.
22 years old.
We are a free
Who was
resource
born and
available
raised,
24/7.
well, he was born in Alexander,
We
Virginia,
have
but he
6
lived
board
here,
members and a mental health
his entire
advisory
life
committee
since
made
he
up
was 4
of
years
mental
old.
health professionals.
As a
More
nonprofit
and more young
organization,
people,
ages
our primary
14
focus
through
is
24
on mental health
are dying
and
by
well-being.
suicide and overdose.
Recognizing the
This
critical
number has
need
been
for
steadily
accessible and
increasing
empathetic
for the
support
past 10
services.
years.
We see
are
an
a
alarming
free
rate of
resource
self-inflicted
available
injury,
24/7.
emergency visits.
We have
among
6 board
communities
members
in
and a
Carteret
mental health
and
advisory
counties.
committee made up of mental
At
health
Ricky's Retreat,
professionals.
our mission is clear. More and
To
more young
provide a
people,
safe space for
ages
young
14
people
to 24,
7
are
trained
dying by
peer support
suicide
so that
and
we can
overdose.
save lives. This number
We
has
strive
been
to create
steadily
an environment
increasing
for the
where
past
every
10 years.
individual feels
We
heard,
see an
valued,
alarming
and
rate of
supported,
self-inflicted
fostering
injury,
a community
emergency
where lives
visits
can be
among
saved
communities
through
in
genuine
Carteret
connections
and Onslow
and peer
counties.
support.
At
The
Ricky's
vision of
Retreat,
Ricky's
our mission
Retreat
is
is a
clear.
decrease of
To
young
provide a
adult
safe space for young
suicides
people
and
with
overdoses.
24/7 trained peer
Mental
support
health
so that we
affects
can save
several
lives.
areas of
We
our
strive to
community,
create an environment
and those in public
where every
safety
individual
are not
feels
immune.
heard, valued, and
That
supported.
said, the Swansboro
Fostering
Police
a community
Department
where
is
lives
creating
can be
its first
saved
peer
through
support
genuine
team
connections
ever,
and peer
which I'm
support.
very excited about.
The vision of
To
Ricky's
support
Retreat
its
is a
officers
decrease
in
of
times
young
of
adult
crisis,
youth suicides and
collaborating
overdoses.
with their community and
Mental
providing
health
training
affects several
in the newly
areas
established
of our
team.
community.
The Swansboro Police
And those in
Department has
public
reached out to
safety
Ricky's
are not
Retreat
immune.
due to our shared vision
said,
in
the Swansboro
recognizing
Police
and providing
Department is
support
creating its
for those
first
in
peer
need.
support team
Ricky's
ever,
Retreat has
which I'm
also
very excited
begun
about.
community outreach
To
with our
support
mental
its
health
officers
garden
in times of
projects.
crisis.
By establishing a sense
Collaborating
of
with
community
their
and
community
closeness
and
to
providing
nature,
training,
we
we
expect
newly
to guide
established
people to
team,
return to the
the
present
Swansboro Police
and
Department
release
has
their
reached out
stress.
to Ricky's Retreat.
We
Due
support
to our
community
shared
garden
vision in
development
recognizing
and
and
providing
those who need
support
mental health
for those
support
in need. And the activities
Ricky's
that
Retreat has
mutually
also begun
benefit them.
community outreach with our mental
Ricky's
health
Retreat
garden
began
projects.
in a garden in
By
my own
establishing
backyard.
a sense of community,
We have made over
closeness to
70
nature,
contacts.
We expect
with
to guide
11
people
of them
to
being
return to the
suicidal
present
or
and release
suicidal
their stress.
ideations.
We
All
support
11 of
community
those
garden
people are still with
development
us
in
today.
aid of those who need mental health support.
We have had
and the
several
activities
repeat
that
visitors.
mutually benefit
We are now
them.
collaborating.
Ricky's Retreat
with my
began in a
on
garden
nearby
in my own
location.
backyard.
We have
welcome
made over
questions
70
or input
contacts
at any time.
with 11 of them
We
being
do have a
suicidal
website
or
it's
suicidal ideations.
www.rickysretreat.com.
All 11
You
of
can
those
follow us on
people are still
Instagram.
with us today.
You can follow us on Facebook, and you can reach
We
us
have had several
24/7.
repeat visitors.
At this time,
We
I
are
would
now
like to have my Whelan
collaborating
come up and say a few
with
words.
My Whelan on a nearby location. We welcome questions or input at any time. We do have a website. It's www.rickysretreat.com. You can follow us on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can reach us 24/7.
Thank you for allowing me to have this
At this time, I would
platform
love
to
to
speak
have
on
my Whelan
behalf
come
of
up and say a few words.
I'm a resident here at Swansboro for a year and 2 months, and I have found that this community is where where my heart belongs because the family values. Thank you for allowing me to have this platform to speak on behalf of Ricky's Retreat. So I'm a resident here at Swansboro for a year and 2 months, and I have found that this community is where where my heart money that I want to give family community. And I did not know how my background going to channel the money, so I was going to form a nonprofit. I gained a platform through animals so they can support each other. And through that research, over 1.8 million nonprofits throughout the United States, I want to give back to the community. I decided to venture out, and I did not know how I highlight channel the money. So I was going to form a nonprofit from 5 weeks of mental health, traveling and interviewing nonprofits each other. So that and through that research and help each other, over 1.8 million nonprofits throughout the United States. I've decided to venture out. And in the process of that research, I started with, of course, our home base in North Carolina, with weekly retreat, interviewing nonprofit. Those are the two we can all connect and help each other that align to my cause, lives thrive, which animal, people, and their environment, one life at a time. And in the process of that research, I started interview with our home base in North Carolina, my TV show coming up, hopefully soon. Those are the two and that I have found that align to my emotional causes, which animal, journey, people, and the environment, also educational. And I really highly did an interview with Ricky's Retreat and House of War from my TV show coming up because hopefully everybody has been touched by their stress. I have found that or through somebody emotional in their family household journey has also attempted or committed suicide. And mine was one of them. Highly, and so I'm speaking on behalf of Ricky's Retreat because of mental health. I feel that everybody has been touched by their stress through the hearts of everyone. Somebody in their that's why I'm here today that I am a champion or committed for mental health, and mine was one of them. Ricky's Retreat has, and so it's going to be I'm speaking an amazing organization because I feel that the community in Swansboro vision and with that mission speaks. I also through the hearts of everyone. The acres, so that's why I'm here today. That from the backyard to I am a champion for mental health, and so hopefully that will Retreat has helped them out. It's going to be an amazing organization for the community in Swansboro. And with that, I also purchased the acres that Ricky Street going to move from their backyard to the land that I purchased. And so hopefully that will help them out with their mission in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Down there.
So
There you go.
Does board members, do you have any questions?
We talked for a long time.
Yeah.
And I know what you told me, and the main reason I brought this up for the town to reach out to you to speak about this is down there. I found a lot of it disturbing. There you go. And I just want the board to talk for a long time. People, Swansboro know. I know what you told me. The problems we have here that I brought this up for the town to reach out to you. We get up, we go to work, do things every day. I found we're on schedules, we're running and going, and there's problems and aren't so obvious. The board to know. Yes, we see a car accident. Yes, we see fires, but there's problems we have other here that you don't see. That you don't. You know, a lot of us, we get up, we go to work, is the average every day. What's the age range? We're running and going, and there's problems that aren't so obvious.
When we started out,
we see. Yes, we
it
see a car
was
accident.
mostly
Yes,
college-age students.
but
I would
there's
say, if I had to
people
throw
having
out a
other
number of
problems
an average, I would say
that
the age of
you don't.
20. And many of them
What
were
is the average age?
students
What's the age range?
from
that you
local
see for
families
people?
away at college and would come to see us when they were on break. When we started out, and some of them do still visit, mostly college-age students, I would say, if I had to throw out a number of an average, I would say the age of 20. Which is why and many of them were, we don't really want to put an age limit on it, because from local families put an age limit on mental health. Come to see us when they were on break. You just can't. And some of them, my passion has always been young people. I worked for the school system for 19 years. The age has varied we do so see, greatly. The age skyrocketing, which is why we especially, I would say, we don't really want to set an 14 to 24, because, but that does not mean that we have an age limit on mental health. I think the youngest person that we saw was brought with a grandparent. My passion has always been young people. I worked for the school system for 19 years. All the way up into we do see in their late 30s, the age skyrocketing, and 40. So especially, I would say, like we said, 14 to 24. But that does not mean that we have not seen.
What is?
I think the youngest person that we saw was brought with a grandparent at age 12.
What would be
and
the biggest
that's
problem
gone all the way up into seeing people in their late 30s.
Mental health, is it drug addiction?
And even 40. So
I know one.
And that's another, so that's a very wide array. So
and what
we see, we at Ricky's Retreat want to encompass and include any mental struggle there is.
What would be the
one of the reasons why is because mental
health,
illness left untreated and unsupported many times
I know
leads.
one
And that's
goes hand in
another,
hand
so
with
that's
the
a very wide array. So what we
We encompass all of that.
We at Ricky's Retreat,
want to
encompass and
people
include
that have
any mental struggle there
suicidal
is.
ideation,
One
dealing
of
with
the
anxiety,
reasons
dealing with
why is
bipolar
because
disorder,
mental
eating disorders,
mental illness left
social
untreated and
social
unsupported
issues,
many times leads to substance use disorder. Mental illness is just
we
like,
encompass all of that.
there are genes for mental
we've
illness. Just
talked
like some
to
people's
people
families
that
may have
have,
genes for cancer or may have
suicidal
genes for
ideation,
leukemia.
dealing with anxiety,
There are
dealing with
genes
bipolar
for,
disorder,
mental illness.
eating
It's a real
disorders,
thing. And
we
social
are reducing the
issues,
stigma
of that and talking about it. And,
Again,
as my
mental
illness is just like,
I don't think there's many
there are
families
genes
that
for
don't know
mental
somebody.
illness, just like some people's
in their
families may
family
have
or
genes
somebody
for
close to
cancer
them
or may
or a
have genes
friend
for leukemia
that hasn't dealt with,
there are genes for
some
mental
form
illness. It's a real thing
of mental
and,
illness, whether or not
we
it does
are
lead to
reducing the
substance
stigma
use
of that
disorder.
and talking about it.
And when I say substance use disorder,
as
that's
Mai said,
also a wide variety. That could be
I don't think there's
alcohol.
many families
can
that don't know
be,
somebody
marijuana
in their family or
that can
somebody
lead
close
to
to
pill
them
use,
or a
that can be
friend
prescription,
that hasn't dealt
fentanyl
with,
is a horrible problem.
and it's a
form
problem here. It is a problem here
of mental
People think,
illness,
oh,
whether
it's
or
one
not
problem.
it does
There's
lead to
fentanyl.
substance
There's
use disorder.
There is a problem with
And when
fentanyl.
I say
It's a huge
substance use
problem.
disorder,
That's also a
and,
wide variety. That can be alcohol.
that can be
Addiction
marijuana.
can also be
that can
other
lead
things,
to pill
not
use.
just
That can be prescription,
not just something that you put in
fentanyl
your
is a
body.
horrible
It could
problem.
be, and it's a problem here. It is a problem.
Gambling.
People think, oh,
And these are real
there's
things
fentanyl.
that
There's
we need
problems.
to
There's
shed
a
light
problem
on,
with
and we
fentanyl.
need
It's a
people
huge
to not
problem.
feel shame.
We need people
and,
to know that these
you
are
know,
real things that we deal with. And
addiction
it's
can
okay.
also be
There is recovery.
other
There's
things,
hope. Not just and there's a place to
not
come and
just
talk
something that
to
you put in your
people
body. It could be,
that have struggled with the same
pornography,
thing and who have gotten better.
gambling.
And these are real things that we need to shed light on, and we need people to not feel shame.
Yes, is it a
We
one-on-one
need people to know that
consultation?
these
Is it
are
group
real
therapy?
things that we deal with,
Is
and
it
that's
similar
it's
to
okay.
what you
There is
might
recovery,
see
there's
at
hope,
the 12-step
and there's a place to
program,
come and
kind of
talk
like
to
all
people that have
use
struggled with the
a
same
wide
thing
variety
and
of
who have gotten
resources
better.
in order to help these people through their time of
I've just got one
tribulations
question.
and
What's
trials.
your method?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
is it a one-on-one consultation? Is it group therapy?
we use the peer support model.
Is
we
it
are
similar
peer-led.
to what you might see?
We
at
believe
the
that,
12-step program,
if you don't
kind
know
of
what
like
peer support
all-
is, it's basically
you
lived
use
experience.
a wide variety of
You know,
resources in order to
if you
help
were
these people
enduring a
through
divorce,
their
you probably
time of
wouldn't want to talk to
tribulations and
somebody
trials.
about it who's been
Yes,
married
sir.
for
So,
60 years. You might want to go talk to somebody about it.
we use
who
the peer
had
support
recently
model.
incurred a
We are
divorce
peer-led.
and, maybe some
we believe
suggestions
that,
on how to get through that with
if you
family.
don't know what peer support
So
is,
peer
it's basically
support
lived
in the same
experience.
way, you want to talk to people
if
that
you
have had the
were
same struggle.
enduring a divorce,
you
let those
probably wouldn't
people
want to talk to somebody
sort of
about
be
it who's
medicine.
been married for
You know,
60
you
years.
can- you can be
might
your
wanna
own
go talk to
medicine
somebody
to
about
heal
it
yourself,
who
but to
had
also
recently
heal other
incurred a
people
divorce
with your
and,
lived experience.
So
Maybe
we are
some
definitely a
suggestions
peer
on how to get
model.
through that with family.
We're shaping up to
So
be
peer
a
support
peer
in the
run
same
respite,
way,
probably.
you want to talk to people that
Again,
have
we
the
started
same
in my
struggle.
backyard garden
And
because we knew
let
the
those people-
the need was immediate.
Sort
We
of
didn't
be
have
medicine.
funding.
You know, you
we
can-
had
you
no
can be
place
your
to
own
go,
medicine
and there
to
is
heal
no
yourself,
place,
but to
you know,
also heal
now.
other people
With
your
when we
lived
approached
experience.
Onslow
So
County
last
last
year,
year,
which
peer
they gave us
model,
last year,
we're shaping up to
$5,000
be a
reimbursement grant,
peer
and we
run
approached
respite,
Onslow County,
probably.
and they said, you know, can you
Again, we
collaborate
started
with
in
other
my
people that
backyard
are doing
garden
the same
because we
things,
knew the
and
immediate-
I
the need
wish
was
we
immediate.
could, but
We
there
didn't
was
have
nobody
funding.
doing the same
You know, we had no place
There
to
is
go,
nobody
and there
doing the
is
same
no
thing.
place,
And there
now.
should be.
So
when we approached Onslow
County
County
last
last
year, which they gave us last year,
and
a $5,000
and we know it's
reimbursement
working.
grant, and we approached
And it's
Onslow
gonna
County
work
and
to help a
they
lot more
said, you know,
people
can
than
we
we already have.
collaborate with other people that are doing the same things?
Would you happen to know
I
what
wish
your
we could, but there
success-
was nobody doing
The
the same.
number of
There is
people
nobody
that
doing the
have
same thing.
sought your
And there should be.
guidance and
So we're
assistance.
going to continue
What
to
is
do what we're
your-
doing.
Do you have any idea what your
and-
success ratio
and
is right now?
we know it's working.
Or you've seen a lot of
And it's going to work
recidivism
to help a lot more
in
people than
your-
we already have.
in your
So,
program?
I equate
Would
sex,
you happen to know what your
success to
the
being
number
alive and
of
being a little
people
bit better
that have
today,
sought your,
a little bit, better
guidance
today
and
than you were
assistance?
yesterday.
What is
Success
your-
is a,
do you
is a
have any
word
idea
that
what
can
your
be,
success
it
ratio
depends on who
is
you
right
ask what
now,
that
or
means.
You've seen a lot of recidivism
But we
in
are,
your
we're recovery
in your
driven.
program?
I equate sex, and we are about wellness.
Success to
I am
being
a
alive
facilitator of the
and
Wellness
being a
Recovery
little
bit better
action plan.
today, a little bit,
And
that
better
is
today than you were
evidence-based
yesterday.
practice in the
Success
state of
is
North
a
Carolina,
word that can
being
be,
recognized more
it
and more
depends on
every
who you
day.
ask what that means.
Also, this is not just one person. We're recovery driven. We have, multiple people. And we are about wellness. Another peer support, certified peer facilitator of the Wellness Recovery Action Plan. We have, if you go to our website, and that is evidence-based health advisory team in the state of North Carolina. What that being recognized more and more every day. While some people do just need peer support. Also, this is not just one person. People need more than peer support. We have, and we have resources to give them. Another peer support certified peer support. I actually work for Alcohol Drug Council of North Carolina. We have time. If you go to our website, every resource we have in the mental health advisory team. I answer crisis calls from my home on a part-time basis. Some people do just need peer support. I direct those many times resources, whether it's mental health peer support or whether we have resources for substance use disorder. And I actually work for Alcohol Drug Council of North Carolina part-time. It's my job to know every resource we have in the state of North Carolina. I answer crisis calls from my home on a part-time basis, and that's what I do. I direct those people to resources, whether it's mental health or whether it's for substance use disorder.
They need that help. I'm just glad to know that you're here doing this for our people.
Thank you so
A lot
much.
of people know about.
Thank you so much. I'll do it for the rest of my
22
life.
veterans a day.
And I will
And all the,
also use
resources we pour
animals
into the
eventually, animals,
adults, if you will, and the veterans. And
they help
Lord
healing
knows they
for
need
many
that
people.
help.
And
I'm just glad to know that
we
you're here
are in the
doing
process
this
of
for us.
talking to
Thank you so
Positive
much.
Ward. They, as Mike
Thank you so much.
mentioned,
I'll do it for the rest of my life.
they take dogs
And
that
I will,
are to be euthanized,
also
and then they
use
pair them with
animals.
vets. And what I love
Eventually,
is that
animals
they don't just pair them with vet, train the dog and
They
give
help
them
healing
to the vet.
for many people.
They train the vet and train their own animal. And that's what we need. Talking to Positive Ward, they need, as I mentioned, hope. They take a reason dogs that are euthanized, and then they pair them with vets. And what I love is that they don't with peer support pair them with vet, train the dog and give them to the vet. That they struggle to train their own animal. And that's what someone else. People need
I can see your
hope.
passion.
They need a reason,
Yes, sir.
to
You need a
live,
reason
a
to get up in the
reason
morning.
to
I've
get
got a
up in the
couple
morning,
too.
a reason to
So
move
you started out
And
operating out of your
with peer
backyard, are
support,
you still
we want to
operating
empower our young
out of your
people.
backyard, or where's your location now?
That
in a
their
garden in my
struggle
backyard.
It's in your
can
garden,
very
that's what you
soon,
said, okay.
someone else. That's young. We will be moving.
I can see your
So,
passion.
and your staff,
Thank you.
is
Yes,
it all
sir.
volunteer driven, or?
It is all, we
I've got a
have
couple too.
100% everything
So you
that's been
started
done
out
with Ricky's
operating
Retreat
out of your
as
backyard, are you
100%
still
volunteer, but
operating out of
that
your
can only
backyard,
go
or
on for
where's
so
your
long. We're going to
location
need,
now?
it's in a garden in my
to
backyard.
carry
It's in your
on.
garden,
But
that's
we
what
have
you
raised
said, okay.
money, so we're ready to spend a little, but we're going to need it.
So, and your staff, or
as
is it all
because this is
volunteer
going to get
driven?
bigger
or-
It is all, we have 100% everything that's been
there
done
are a
with
couple
Ricky's
of
Retreat
peer-run
as
respites in North
100%
Carolina, but not
volunteer,
enough.
but, and
That
if
can
you
only
look
go
to
on
them,
for so long. We're gonna need,
they're working well
to carry
There's
on.
also
And
we have
raised,
location called Sean's House.
money, so we're
up
ready
in Delaware.
to
I actually
spend
went
a
and
little,
visited,
but we're gonna need it.
the location last summer.
Because this is gonna
And
get
if
bigger
you-
faster.
If you see Sean's
You know,
House and what it's doing to support
there
the
are a
University
couple
of
of peer-run
Delaware
respites
and the
in North
students
Carolina,
there,
but
it's
not
just phenomenal.
And
if you look to
and,
them, they're working well. There's
we'll
also
continue our
a
work to do the same
location
thing.
called Sean's House
So how
up
do
in Delaware. I
people
actually
link
went and
up with
visited
you? How do you get
the location
your
last
clients
summer.
or your
And
referrals?
if you
So a
see
lot of
Sean's House and
young
what
people
it's doing
word
to
of mouth.
support
Young-
the
you know,
University
they-
of Delaware,
as far
and
as
the
like,
students there,
high
it's
schoolers
just
and 18,
phenomenal.
19, 20-year-olds,
And,
once
a couple people know, a lot of
we'll
people
continue
know.
our work to do the same thing.
We have
So-
a
so how do
website, and there's a
people
contact
link
form
up with
where
you?
people
How
can
do
contact
you
us
get
on the
your
form. But
clients or your
many times we've
referrals?
had some young
So a
people
lot of
message us through
young
Instagram.
people, it's word of mouth.
And
Young-
sometimes they don't even want to come
as
in
far
person.
as like,
Sometimes they just
high
want to
schoolers
message,
and 18, 19,
or talk over the
20-year-olds,
phone, which that's fine
once
too.
a couple people
a
know,
lot of
people
people
don't have
know.
to come out to the garden.
We can
We
support
have a
them
website
in
and there's a
whatever way that
contact
is.
form
We have
where
made a
people
couple of
can
house
contact
calls
us
on the form, but many
that's been
times
more
we've had
recent
some young
in the
people
past 6
message us
months.
through Instagram.
And
And
we've also
sometimes
made
they
a
don't even
couple
want to
of,
come in person. Sometimes they
visits
just want to
just in a
message,
public location.
or talk over the
So
phone,
you
which
have
that's
a
fine too.
website up and running?
People
that-
don't have
Okay.
to come out to the garden. We can support them
So we can refer
in whatever
people to
way that
if-
is.
if
We
know
have
of
made a couple of
anybody.
house
Yes, sir.
calls.
And
That's been more
I saw
recent
where
in
you
the
guys
past
were
6 months.
painting
And we've
the
also made
planter
a couple
boxes.
of,
We already have.
visits.
I know you
Just
did.
in a public
Are they
location.
at the park? So you have
So
a
the first
website
project
up
is
and
going
running
on at the
that-
www.rickysretreat.com. And there is
So
a
we can
local
refer people to
artist
that
who's
if
passionate
we
about
know of
mental health,
anybody.
who I
Yes,
was
sir.
connected with. And she
I saw
has
where
a
you guys
passion
were
to share
planning,
that,
painting
mental health,
the
to bring
planter
it to
boxes?
light.
We already
and
have.
also use
I
her
know you
artistic
did.
abilities. And I
Are they
approached
at
her and
the
asked her if she
park?
would be willing
So the first
to start some of this project with her. She was very excited about it. And there is a local artist who's passionate about mental health, who I was connected with. She did finish painting the passion to share that, mental health, having a community planning event, and also use her artistic abilities, and I approached her and plant some things, and we have Garden Angels now that will help her. She was maintain that location, and that's for the community. I can't remember if she's 25 or 26, but she's young. And they can have something positive to painting the planter boxes. The next step is 1 minute we're having a community planning event at 4:30. And that's what we are out to do, is just to change some things, and somebody's Garden Angels now that will help maintain that location. The next project will be at Cosmowood Acres. That's just so eventually we are going to be painting up a small location, maybe a bench and a planter box there. Again, to raise awareness on mental health. 1 minute in somebody's day makes a big difference. Where people just that's what we are out to do, is just to change understood somebody's outlook, even they know they can reach out. And the next project will be at Cosmowood Acres. That is a eventually, we are going to be painting up a small location, maybe a bench and a planter box there. Again, to raise awareness on mental health. I'm just the founder and the story where people just I believe that my son's life and understood my life now supported, and they mission was to bring this something very needed to happen. That is a multi these hearts, I didn't make this happen. These started out with our nonprofit has done now like an entire church basement. I'm telling you. And some of the people I'm just the founder and the story to just start making I believe that my son's life and my life now because number one, mission was to bring this something very needed. They just feel needed. They need something to do where they and these hearts, I didn't make hands and they started out with one lady that and they know now like an entire church basement. So and it's helping the person making them program. It's helping the person finding them making these because for a minute they're like, oh, and they're multifaceted, and it's number one that people making them on somebody's face. And in the third way, something to do where they can use their hands and they have an outlet to go and they know that it's going to go back to something useful. So we personally haven't struggled with what you're struggling with. It's helping the person finding them. Because for a minute they're like, can't find somebody that has, just found, and it's 1 minute that you just put a smile on somebody's face, and they will help out. In the third way, it does have a lot of people on board wanting to help. There is a place to go, and we are in a reach out, and we're in a world that is difficult. If we personally haven't struggled, all of us, you're struggling with, we will find somebody that has, and if we can't find somebody that has, by just being transparent and being there and using all of our experience, we can come together and so we just have a lot of people on board wanting to help
painting of the planters,
and we are in a, we're in a world that is difficult to live in. It's difficult for all of us, and we all have, difficulties.
Or is that volunteers painting? Is that people you actually?
Some by just being transparent and being there and using all of our experience, want to remain anonymous, and other people be a healing community. Are like to write things, and so things that you will go to, if you go to Instagram and Facebook, I did not write all of those things. I wrote some of them, but a lot of things, young people have come and said, will you please put this out there? We want people to know this. We want people to know this, want to remain anonymous, and other people, borderline personality disorder. We want people to know this, and then we will put that information out there. I did not write because we are supportive and inclusive of whatever struggle there is. But a lot of things, young people have come and said, a lot of there. We want people to know this. Are anonymous and will remain anonymous. We want people to know this about multiple, pretty important, borderline personality disorder. We want people to know this, and then we will put that information out there. Because we are supportive and inclusive of whatever struggle there is. There's outlets in different ways. Some people dance, some people paint, that being said, sing. A lot of the and we want to use all of those gifts and will remain anonymous to heal that is those people and to heal the world around us.
Well,
thank you.
all right,
Thank you very much.
so much.
Absolutely. There's outlets in different ways. Some people dance, some people paint, some people sing.
Okay, so now
and
we're
we want to
gonna move
use
to
all
the
of those
part
gifts to the best
Arts by the Sea,
to heal
and Anna
those people
and
and
Deb
to
are going
heal
to
the
come
world
up
around
and
us.
present the winners. And congratulations to the winners beforehand.
Thank
And,
you.
all right,
Thank you very
thank you so
much.
much. Awards, you just come by and let the commissioners congratulate you. Okay, so now we're going to move to the part of Arts by the Sea, and Anna and Deb are going to come up and present the winners.
So we are really blessed in
and
this
congratulations
community
to
to
the winners
have
beforehand,
our
and
area
after you get your award, you
businesses
just come by
who
and
always jump right in to help
let
with
the
any of the
commissioners
activities that we
congratulate you.
have. We began the Taste of the Town, or not the Taste of the Town, but the Wine and Food event 3 years ago at Arts by the Sea.
So we are really blessed in
on
this
Arts by the
community
Sea
to
Saturday.
have
Our
7
area businesses
We sell tickets, people come and they get to
always
taste
jump right
a
in
wide
to
variety
help
of
with any of the
wines,
activities
and
that we have.
quite a few of our
We
area
began
restaurants
the
have also
Taste of the
provided
Town,
food to
or
taste.
not the Taste of the
This
Town, but
year,
the Wine
we
and Food
decided
event
to
3
up
years
the ante
ago
a little bit
at
and
Arts
make it
by
a
the Sea.
competition.
It's held on Arts
we
by
had
the Sea
several of our
Saturday
area
from 4 to
restaurants
7.
who
We
participated.
sell tickets, people come and they get to taste a wide variety of wines. Preston's
and
Corner
quite a few of our
and the
area
Church Street
restaurants
Pub
have also
all
provided food to
participated in
taste.
that.
This
By
year, we
providing
decided
samples
to
of
up the
different
ante a
foods
little bit and
for
make it a
the
competition.
participants to vote on.
We had several
three
of our area
categories:
restaurants
best
who
appetizer,
participated,
best entree,
Burrow,
and
and
best
Chino,
dessert.
Low Country Kitchen,
So the first winner we
Preston's
had
Corner,
was
and the
Burrow
Church Street Pub
for their best
participated in that
appetizer, and
by
that was
providing
crab dip.
samples of
And the
different
manager
foods
is
for
here,
the
Eric, he's
participants
representing
to vote
Randy
on.
Swanson. We had three categories, best
And
appetizer,
so we want to
best
congratulate
entree,
the Burrow
and best
for
dessert.
their best
So the first winner
appetizer,
we
crab dip.
had was the Burrow for their best appetizer, and that was crab dip. And the manager is here, Eric, he's representing Randy Swanson. And so we want to congratulate the Burrow. The winner for the best entree could not be here tonight, but that was Preston's Corner for tropical pork chops. And finally, the best dessert was from Il Chino Italiano. The winner for the best entree could not be here tonight, but that was Preston's Corner for tropical pork chops. And finally, the best dessert was from Il Chino Italiano, and it was their key lime cheesecake.
Okay, so I don't believe we have a public hearing at all, right? Okay. Business non-consent, so Sonia, you'll give us, the finance director's report?
Good evening, Mayor and
Okay,
Commissioners.
so I don't believe we have a public hearing at all, right?
I will be presenting the May financial report for May, as of May 31st,
Sonia, you'll give us,
2024.
the finance director's report?
This first slide is a two-year comparison with encumbrances included and your total access of revenues
evening,
over
Mayor and
expenditures for $549,454. I will be presenting the May financial report for May, as of May 31st, 2024. And this slide here is a two-year comparison of your actual year-to-date. Two-year comparison. Your total excess of revenues over expenditures were $950,000. Expenditures $549,454. And then here is your departmental. And this slide here is a two-year comparison of your actual year-to-date. Overall, total excess of revenues are at expenditures were $950,000 of budget, which is 6.63% less than the monthly projected of 91.63. And then here is your departmental. I feel like we're gonna be okay. Report here at the end of the budget, or the overall, the total expenditures are at 85.4% of budget, which is 6.63% less than the monthly projected of 91.63. Here is our stormwater enterprise fund with encumbrances included. At this time, total access of revenues over expenditures were $55,598. June 30, we're going to be fine, nothing to be alarmed. And this is our solid waste enterprise fund with encumbrances. And then here is our stormwater enterprise fund with total access of revenues over expenditures. Total access of revenues over expenditures were $55,598. Now just keep in mind, there's a grapple truck payment that still has to come out of there, which is like $32,000. This is our solid waste enterprise fund with encumbrances. And here's a summary of our town total access of revenues over expenditures, loan balances as of May 31st, $894. Now just keep in mind, there's a grapple truck payment that still has to come out of there, which is like $32,000. And here are our cash and investment report and their current. And here's a summary of our town's existing debt and their current loan balances as of May 31st. And then here is our grant update with their current balances. And here are our cash and investment report. Any questions? And their current balances.
We've got 1 month left, right?
And then here is our grant update with the current balances is here. Any questions? There will be some departments
We've got
that will
1 month
be
left,
under.
right?
But of course, we still have invoices coming in July for June, so, right, July,
That's a pretty good, that you're right on. A lot of people are
Absolutely.
getting like extra 5%.
that's right.
As a growing town, we're coming in a little ahead.
There will be some departments that will be under. But of course, we still
Yeah,
have
yeah.
invoices coming in July for June, so,
That's a pretty good.
Okay, so then we'll start the audit
Absolutely.
process here shortly, I guess,
That's
with
right.
Redmond.
as a
So
growing
the
town.
auditor will be here in September, beginning of September, doing his field work. And then,
Yeah.
he'll
you have
compile the
any questions?
report for us, and then we submit it to the LGC.
And of course, you always come out very
Okay,
good on these. So then we'll start the audit process here.
Don't see
Try my best.
With Redmond.
So the
Right,
auditor will be here
anything
in
anybody else
September,
wants to
beginning of
do?
September,
Good.
doing his field
All
work.
righty, thank you, Sonia.
And then, he'll compile the
Okay, so
report for
Alyssa.
us, and then we submit it to the LGC.
And of
Yep.
course, you always come out very good on those
Good
audits.
evening.
and
So
don't see
right now,
much
July
on
looks
this.
a little light on your
Right.
future agenda items.
Anything?
On
anybody
the
else
9th,
wants
we
to do?
are scheduled to
Good.
have Onslow Memorial
All righty.
Hospital
Thank you,
present their
Sonia.
community presentation.
Okay,
We
so
do have
let's,
some text amendments in the lineup for a presentation to your advisory boards before they come to you, so you may see some So text right amendments now, come in July July, looks a but little not light knowing on your how future they go agenda with your items. advisory board. I wasn't sure On the which date 9th, to we put are them on, scheduled so to have you do Onslow have some of Memorial those Hospital in the present lineup their for you. community presentation. Did anybody have any we do other have future some agenda text items they would like to in the see lineup added or or presentation anything to your advisory future boards meetings. before they come to you? So you may see some text amendments come in July, but not
I
knowing
just have a
how
question
they go
about
with
the
your
EV
advisory board. I
charging.
wasn't sure which date
Have we
to put them
started
on,
doing
so
that now?
you do have
or-
some of those started that yet. We're working on the process of establishing Did anybody have any those other fees and the future agenda procedures items to they do would that? like to see
And
added
then
or
sidewalk priorities,
anything
we've got. yeah,
for
go
future
ahead,
meetings?
John. I just have a question about the EV charging. Have we started doing that now? Or?
We haven't started that yet.
Okay.
We're working on the process of establishing those
That's
fees
all I have.
and the procedures to do that.
And then sidewalk priorities, we've got, yeah, go ahead. Okay. Don't have any items moved from, well, we did have one item moved.
So the budget amendment has been
So-
moved for discussion.
You want to speak to that, Doug?
Yeah,
Okay.
John, I just need to know
That's all I have.
when you plan to have the budget ready for, I guess, the board signature, mayor's
Okay.
signature.
Don't have any
Like,
items.
when do you want
moved
that
from- well, we
delivered
did
by?
have one item moved.
So the budget amendment has been
So-
moved for discussion.
You want to
When do we,
speak to that,
when do we
Doug?
codify that? Yeah, what's that? John, I just need to know when you plan to have the budget
The
ready
11th
for,
of July.
I guess, the board signature,
June.
mayor's signature.
Okay.
Like, when do you
So that
want
was-
that
so-
delivered by?
So what we've got is a plan already with no other amendments in it for next year.
When do we codify that?
What's that? The 11th
Okay,
of
okay, so
July.
that-
Therefore, I guess
June.
I was too late, I guess, on
Okay.
what my topic was.
So that was, so
what we've
here's
got
what I
is a
want,
plan
I guess,
already
for the future
with
on
no
this
other
one.
amendments
All
in
right,
it for next
because
year.
now we've got a permanent town manager, please, for the interim. Congratulations, by the way, John. I think you're going to bring. Okay, so
Therefore, I guess, I
massive
was too
talent
late,
to
I guess, on what
the
my
future of
topic
this
was.
town and
So,
the next
here's
iteration
what I
phase
want,
of growth
I
to
guess,
go
for
through.
the future on this one.
With that,
All
I
right,
think the only challenge
now
I
we've
guess
got
I got
is,
is,
we
town
need to
manager,
find a
please,
way,
for the interim. Congratulations,
I
by the
guess,
way, John.
and it's, I'm looking at
I think
the notes from
you're gonna bring,
2 months ago.
we're looking for
massive
efficiency
talent
to
in our
the future of this
programs. We've
town
brought
and
many of
the
those
next
topics up.
iteration phase of growth. we
So
go through.
now that you've got a
With
ways
that, the only challenge
forward,
I guess I got
you plan
is,
to stay with us for a
we
while.
need to find a way.
I would like to,
I guess, and it's either schedule a
looking at
special
the
meeting with
the
commissioners and
notes
talk
from
about
2 months ago,
a
we're
strategic
looking for efficiencies
view of our budget
in our
process.
programs, and we've brought many
And
of
some
those
things we
topics
can
up.
do to implement to help
So
Sonia
now that you've got
categorize
ways
these things
forward,
to help you
plan to stay with us
chart a
for a
way
while,
forward.
and
I would like
even
to,
identifying the tools that we need to
either
do.
schedule a special meeting with commissioners and talk about.
As you know, I ran on a
campaign
campaign
promise,
and I want to make it
of our budget
to reduce
process.
property taxes and
And some things we can do to
The only way we're
implement
going to
to
do
help
that is
Sonia
we dig into
categorize these
and we use
things,
all the
to
tools
help
available
you
and all of
chart a
the
way
talents
forward
we have available.
even
for everybody
identifying
to take a look at this from all sides.
Okay.
As you know, I want us to
campaign
deliver
promise,
to
and
the
I want to
people
make
what
it
we
come
have
true
actually
to
promised.
reduce property taxes in
A town that runs efficiently,
The only way
smartly,
we're going
and
to do that is
we
we
dig
dig not
into it.
largesse.
And we use the,
And I
all
think
the
we've
tools
already
available
looked
and
at some
all
things
of
we've
the
talked
talents
about
we
in
have
both the
available.
open and closed
For everybody
session
to take a look at this
of
from all
areas
sides that need to be examined and decisions need to be made. Would you agree? And I want us to deliver to the people what we actually
So
promised.
with the team we have in place, that's smartly kind of like my challenge, I guess. Not largesse. I'd like to see some progress. I think we've already looked at some things we've talked about together both an open and closed session. All right. Of areas that need to be examined and decisions need to be made. Would you agree?
Okay, so,
Yeah.
that's good. Now we're open to,
The
yep,
team
go
we
ahead,
have in
Alyssa.
place, that's kind of like my challenge.
Since we moved the
I guess.
budget amendment
And I'd like to see some progress
from
that's before
consent,
the
we
audit.
do need to
But
have a
let's get
motion
together
made
with
to
some
adopt
focus.
that budget amendment, so
All
that's
right.
on, you can finish out
That's
your
it.
year.
Okay, do I have a motion? Okay, so,
So moved.
that's good. Now we're open to, yep, go ahead, Alyssa.
So since we moved the budget amendment from consent,
All
we do
right.
need
All in
to have
favor,
a motion
aye.
made to adopt that
Aye.
budget amendment,
All
so that's
opposed?
on, you can finish out her year.
That's unanimous, okay. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All right, so now we're in the public, comment, section.
All in
Does
favor?
anybody out in the
Aye.
public area, citizens, want to bring up anything that they'd like to see addressed or comment on? Something you've seen that's good, something that concerns you, anything? All right, so now we're in the public, comment, section. Does anybody out in the public area? So now it's John Barlow's turn to bring up anything that they'd like to see addressed or comment on? Something you've seen that's good, something that concerns you, anything?
No, well, I'll get, if you've traveled Shore Drive in the last
Guess not.
week, you probably know.
So now it's John Barlow's turn as
Dug up
manager.
the reinforced concrete pipe, the old pipe that was under the road. You may have noticed a sag in there over the last few years. Well, they dug it up. If you've traveled Shore Drive in the last things in the way as they were trying to put the new pipe in, but they worked around that, dug up the, of course, you saw the big rain we had yesterday, and it reinforced concrete pipe, the old pipe that was under the road. You may have noticed a sag in there over the last few years. Well, they dug it up. Of course, they found things in the way as they were trying to put the new pipe in, but they worked around that. On Shore Drive again, let them know. Of course, you saw the big rain we had yesterday, and the new pipes, and they're working, very well. One Harbor has started the next sidewalk project. Repave. They have. All three. We'll get notices back out to the residents on Shore Drive. The three sidewalk connections from One Harbor over to Municipal Park. They're complete with that project. So One Harbor has started the sidewalk project. Anna, they paved all I have. Next month I'll have an up-to-date project report with all the projects in your agenda. I didn't get it out. The three sidewalk connections from One Harbor over to Municipal Park, they're complete with that project. So those connections are made. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you, John.
Next month I'll have an up-to-date
Mr. Raspberry,
project
anything you'd
report
like to say?
with all the projects in your agenda. I didn't get it out.
Okay.
This one.
All right, so now we're into the board comments, so we'll just start down with Jeff, and if you'd like to lead us off. You good? Nothing to say? Okay, thank you, John. Okay, Mr. Raspberry, anything you'd like to say? Okay.
I had,
All right, so now
we
we're
had
into
the,
the board comments, so
special
we'll just
meeting
start down with
I
Jeff,
guess it was
and
almost 2 weeks
if you'd
ago.
like to lead us off.
That involved
You good?
tunnels for
Nothing to say?
towers, Arts by the Sea,
Okay.
and the TDA, all kind of wrapped together there. I would just like to read you, I had the charter we had the TDA has, and this was,
special meeting
I guess it was
amended,
in May of 2014. Tunnels for towers. It actually says what they're authorized to have expenditures. And at least 2/3 shall be used to promote travel and tourism. I would just like to read you the remaining funds may be used for tourism-related expenditures. I guess amended in May of 2014. Paragraph Part A. It actually says what they're authorized to have expenditures. At least 2/3 shall be used to promote travel and tourism, pamphlets or other materials, conduct the remaining funds may be used for tourism-related promotional activities. Similar promotional activities that attract tourists or business travelers to the area. Part A. This term includes administrative expenses incurred in engaging in foretelling listed activities. Area activities. This term published includes activities or other materials county government designed to promote travel and engage in similar promotional activities. Similar tourism-related expenditures mean that attract tourists or business travelers to the area. The authority. This term includes administrative expenses to incur engaging in foretelling listed facilities, meeting facilities. This term includes activities that attract tourists designed to promote business travelers to the town. This term includes tourism-related expenditures, capital expenditures that in tourism-related capital projects of the town government. Designed to increase anyone want to ask me why I bring facilities, meeting facilities, or convention facilities, special meeting in the town, or to attract tourists or business travelers folks that get somehow are under the impression. This term includes tourism-related, the town was expenditures cut off tourism-related capital projects them, I guess, for the past government. I don't know how anyone want to ask me why I bring them on the budget as an item for the arts special meeting. And the arts, I heard from folks, I guess, somehow under the impression, because I go every Sunday to the town was going to cut off a budget that we had. We've been giving them, I guess, for the travelers who, I don't know how many years from other places like want to go for California. And when they come down there, they empty their wallets. And I heard from a woman in the shops and stores, because I go every Sunday, pay the retail taxes that I charge them for those products and travelers. That means that money is going to other places like want to go back and gets from California. So when they come down there, they empty their wallets, guess where? Yes. In the shops and stores, and they pay the retail. My point being, the last meeting, that we charged them for those products and services. Come up to me afterwards, and that means that money is going to where? We knew exactly what you were talking about in the TDA. So I hope what the logic of that, it's got through to everybody. When I'm going to ask, and I guess I'll have to attend the next 2:45 p.m. My point being, the last meeting with the TDA, to get their feeling of what their judgment is of the Boy Scouts, and whether we should be taking property tax or our general fund and contribute to that, or it should be the TDA that's funded through to everybody. So I'm interested to hear what the reply is going to be, and I hope to attend the next 2:45 p.m. before their next meeting with the TDA to get their feeling of what their judgment is on whether we should be taking property tax or our general fund.
I'm glad to be back
to that,
on
or it should
vacation.
be the TDA that's funding that.
Participating again with.
So I'm interested to hear what the reply is going to be, and I hope they would contact me before the
Glad to be
next
back.
meeting.
That's all I got to say.
Everything I have for tonight.
Okay, so then I'll close out, the board comments.
I'm glad to be back
Thanks
on vacation.
to everybody that
Glad to be
participates in the
participating again
community,
with, John.
that
I miss you.
contributes to our well-being and to our
Glad to
overall
be back. That's
way
all
of
I got to
life.
say. Thank you.
There's something that I have noticed, and it's kind of a comments. It's a kind of a rough situation for me to bring up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. And that's to do with building codes and enforcement and adherence to building codes. There's something that I we've have noticed an operation that I would like the town staff to kind of work with. Kind of a rough situation for me to bring up, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Trying to resolve this, but we've been going building codes close to 5 years now without a resolution to building codes. This situation. We've got Eric sitting here, operation that I would like to speak to. You're more than welcome to work with the owner, but we've got to find a way to work trying to resolve this. But we've been going on close to 5 years now without a resolution if we would to try to work this situation. We've been 5 years. Eric's sitting here, so maybe if you'd like to speak to it, you're more than welcome to. Up to code. I'm trying to put a shed in my yard, an 8x8 shed, and I have to go country boil to come up building codes. So I'd like to go through building codes, the town staff. You have to go through building codes with Randy. Everybody has to go through building codes. We've been 5 years consistent across the board. I think the world of the low country boil, borough. I'm trying to put a shed in my yard, an 8x8 shed, and I have to go through building codes. It's the right to go through building codes. And we have to go through building codes. Everybody has to go through building codes, and it should be consistent across the board. And I don't know why we've gone 5 years and not address that. Randy, Eric, now we're in a position that hopefully we can work with you guys and let's get it straightened out. The right thing to do. Basically, other than that, that's all I have to say. Ordinances. Eric, is there anything you'd like that we have out there address or bring up? I don't know why we've gone 5 years and not. If you would come, if you want to. And again, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I want to work with you. I mean, you guys are great. Get it straightened out. And you do a lot for the town. So we want to basically, other than that, that's all I have to say. Taken care of. Eric, is there anything you'd like to address?
We've had meetings with John Barlow in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, if you would come, if you want to. And again, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. I want to work with you. I mean, you guys are great.
Been in process,
and you do a lot for the
town. Other things
so
like that to actually go through with what the proposed. We've had meetings with John Barlow on things in the last couple weeks that when Randy gets back different engineers. We're going to have another one. The town's concerns were we've actually everything is being in process with architects and other things like that to actually go through with what.
And again, I think the world of what y'all do for the community, I think a lot of both you guys.
Things
and your
With that,
staff.
we also had different
But
engineers addressing.
we just gotta
what the
find a way
town's
to
concerns were.
move on and
so
get it taken
everything
care
is
of.
being
Yep.
taken
Yeah,
care of.
absolutely. That's all.
Like we said in the last
meeting, we don't want to be burned on the
No, you're not a burden. And again, I think the world,
best way
what
we
y'all do for
possibly
the
can.
community, I think a lot of, and having been in that industry for such a long time, I understand. But, we just gotta find a way to involved with move on and get it taken care of. And trying to get things resolved, that's all.
Like we
So,
said in the
thank
last
you for
meeting,
coming
we
up
don't want to
and
be
speaking
burned
on
on
that.
front.
No, you're not a burden on the
We
town.
want to do it the best way we
Okay,
possibly can. We're going to.
And, you know, and having been in that industry for such a long time, I understand. So do I have a motion to adjourn? The pitfalls involved with doing. Do I have a second? And trying to get things resolved?
Second.
So yeah, all in favor? Coming up and speaking. All opposed? Okay, okay, we don't have a closed session tonight, is my understanding.
We got
So
it in
do I
an
have a
hour.
motion to adjourn? Do I have a second?
We're good on the budget for next year.
All in favor? Aye.
All right.
All opposed?
Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Good, real light.
We got it in an hour. Yeah. We're good on the budget for next year. Hang on.